be my favorite dish out of everything. I mean, I'm probably going to have to go to sleep afterward, take a little nap.
Yes, you will.
But that just means it's good.
Yes, it's definitely enough for you to share. But we have a few things more on the lean side.
What else you got?
So we have a spring mix salad, and it has our house grilled and marinated chicken breast.
Okay, we actually have some breaking news on the bear front. I don't know if you heard about the bear in D.C.
I did hear
so
about
we
the
got to
bear.
wrap because there's something going on right now. We'll send it back inside to you guys.
Jeanette, what we're really trying to do is give you more time to do the tasting because we're keeping an eye on, you're watching the bottom right of the screen. We're keeping that bear video up of the live feed. But the bear's coming down, out of the tree. So last time the bear started to come down, Marissa, we heard the police siren. Uh-oh, just dropped out of view on the hedge. You could just kind of see a little shadow there behind that hedge. And you see the people running out from the street. So you might have an idea which way the bear is headed. There's Bob Barnard going in there, not too close, Bob, to try to get an idea which way that bear is headed. But right in that area, in that alleyway, is where, as you see that police vehicle backing up, right in that area is where the van was from animal control, which is the ultimate destination for this bear. Hopefully that officer is not saying, which way did he go? Hopefully they got eyeballs on the bear to see where the bear is headed. But the plan was, when the bear came down, to be able to safely transport that bear back into the wild somewhere. But we don't know all the details of how that was happening and what was actually just going down here in the last few minutes. Bob, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, guys, I can. And I don't know if I'm going to just pause for a second here. Listen to this. Those are the sirens of all the police cars around here. They were trying to keep that bear up in the tree. What we've been told is that they are waiting for the Maryland Department of Natural Resources, who I guess are the area experts. And so they were trying to keep the bear up in the tree, and that's why they blared the sirens earlier. When you were watching there on the side of the screen, the bear starting to come down, and you can hear they're still blaring their sirens. They wanted that bear to stay in the tree until Maryland DNR got here, and so that's why we popped off our tripod, because the bear is no longer in the tree. Right now, we honestly don't know where it is. You see police cars here. I would imagine, you know what, if you're cool with us, guys, Aaron, let's go this way, because that van was down over here. So if you hang with us a second, guys, that van that was here from the Washington Humane Rescue Alliance was here on Franklin Street. So I want to take a look. There it is on the left. I'm not sure about the fencing behind the houses, but the tree that the bear was in was on this side, not the Brentwood Street side of the block. So if the bear got out, and you see all these people here just wondering themselves what's going on, I think it might have come this way, not the way that we were over there with the police blaring their sirens. So we're just going to kind of hang here, and we'll keep an eye out, guys, and let you know what happens here. But the bear's down the tree and somewhere.
Well, let us know, Bob. I mean, this, unfortunately for the bear and the bear's safety, this is the worst possible scenario for the bear, because you have so many police out there who obviously are keeping the residents' safety in mind. But you want a DNR to be there to be able to handle the situation the most proper way so that everybody ends up safe in the end. But, Bob, also, DNR's had over 3.5, almost 4 hours to get there. I don't know why it's taken this long for that call to go out, how far away they're coming from. But while that D.C. animal control van has been on the scene since 6 o'clock this morning, I don't know why it's taken this long, quite honestly, for someone else to get there who could better handle the situation.
Yeah, and you see this guy running down the street there with the suit on. That's one of the police spokespeople. So I don't know if he knows something that he's going to be able to tell us, but we don't know why it's taken, and maybe they weren't called initially. We don't know why Maryland's Department of Natural Resources, isn't here already. But when were they alerted? How quickly can they get to places? We're not sure. But that van there, we believed, was big enough, and it's an animal control type jurisdiction, like an agency, that if they needed to, they could have put the bear in there after tranquilizing it. And again, that it made sense once we heard from actually a DC Fire and EMS official that they were waiting for Maryland DNR to get here, and that's why they initially, when we were on earlier, scared the bear back up the tree, and they were hoping to keep the bear there. This time the bear was having none of it, and it's gone. I mean, it's not disappeared. It's somewhere around here, but it's not in the tree, and we have not heard from anyone yet if they've located it, tranquilized it, or whatever. I'm going to go up to, these are fire guys, and I don't know that they know.
Well,
they were
Bob,
kind of telling me earlier they were just kind of standing by.
Listening and watching here, Bob,
Yeah.
This is Marissa speaking. It is alarming to see the spokesperson run. And we saw a police officer run immediately after that bear came down. So to your point, it appears, at least at this point, that maybe no one knows where that bear is.
Yeah, that's true. And let me, I'm not going to put him on the spot. Aaron, you just stay here. I'm just going to ask this police guy if he's hearing over his radio whether they've located the bear. Just bear with me a second, guys. Sir, have you heard? Have they caught the bear yet? Do you know?
No, it's still moving.
It's still moving. Okay, so that's unofficially the bear is still moving. That's from a police officer on the scene who's got two-way radio and can hear what's going on. So I don't know what that police spokesman was running from or to, but it's still open.
Yeah, Bobby, if indeed that is the case, right, that the bear is still active and is still moving, the area right underneath that tree, when you got out there this morning, is the yard, it can't be fully fenced in, right, because the bear got there in the first place. Kind of describe that immediate area where the bear was in that tree.
You know, it was a straight shot kind of between the two houses. There was a fence on the house to the right that the tree was, I believe, like growing from and raising almost over the neighbor's yard, but it was behind a fence on this side of the tree. So the police are trying to move everybody out of here. So I honestly don't know. We didn't get close enough, Steve, to see kind of how the fencing was and if the bear was able to climb down to the foot of the tree. Where exactly it would be, I believe it was going to be on the other side of, like what would be the west side of what we were looking at, kind of on the other side of the tree. But is that where it got to? We just don't know.
I mean, it's a stunning development. It's obviously, the people, the residents of Northeast D.C., their safety is paramount here. But we also hope that the bear is safe as well. And that would be the best result for everyone. At some point, if the bear is running through the neighborhood, obviously different steps might have to be taken.
Yeah.
You hope it doesn't get to that point. But it doesn't seem, Bob, like there's a panic situation in that immediate vicinity, even though police are trying to control the perimeter perhaps a little bit more than they were before.
Yeah, we're gonna go down this way. You lead the way, Aaron. We're gonna come back down and look this way. The police there were just asking people to stay out of the street for their safety, but like, if you see these people over here being put on the other side of the police tape, that's actually closer to where the bear came down, because we're just gonna walk back. Aaron, stop from here for a second. Show them the tree that the bear was up. See, so there's the tree over there. And again, I believe it's on the far property inside that fence line. And there, as you can see, there are a bunch of fences here. But where the bear dropped to, and is it perhaps confined in a yard? I would imagine if it could climb a tree, it could easily scale a fence. But we just don't know. I went that way and everybody came with us, but only because we didn't see the bear in this alley. But here we go. Aaron, just kind of show them the alleyway. This is the closest public access to where that tree is and the bear came down. And we don't see anything but one police car. We'll have more coming up at 10, guys.
All right, Bob, thanks. Great job this morning. One of the telling signs, that alley right there.
Yeah.
You can see the police even left their drinks behind because they took off.
Yeah, they took.
That bear came down, and there were people that took off from that alley. So right now, trying to get a closer idea as to where that bear might be. But certainly a story that's captivated our entire viewing audience this morning, and especially the people in that area of Franklin Street in Northeast D.C.
Yes, be safe. Be safe if you are.
All right, in the meantime, we're going to take a short break.